Mascot Towers owners forgotten years later. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein or cup of coffee, and we're going to talk about an article from 9 News regarding Mascot Towers. Now, we have covered the issues with Mascot Towers extensively on the channel, and there's a playlist you can go through to see what's happened. And I really feel sorry for the people in the tower and even the retail tenants down below the tower. This whole thing has been a complete and utter disaster. There are people there that, well, some of them bought in just before this all happened. Could you imagine if you sold? If you sold just before all these issues appeared, where the building was pretty much condemned, you can't inhabit it, you can't even live in what you're paying off. So some of these people are really struggling. So a small group of residents say they have fallen through the cracks of the system after a faulty high-rise building was evacuated, and those living there never moved back in. Tuesday marks 3 years since 130 residents of the Mascot Towers in Sydney's south were evicted after major cracks were discovered in the building. Most of those affected have been receiving some assistance from the state government. However, apartment owners not living in the tower at the time say they've been left behind. It's like we're stuck. We've fallen through the cracks and nobody can help, Anthony Najafian told 9 News. When residents, including his tenant, were forced to leave, he thought it would just be temporary. But that was 3 years ago. He and his wife bought the apartment in 2010. But a few years later, and after welcoming their first child, they purchased another place to live and rented out their Mascot unit. I bet you they wish they sold. I bet you they wish they sold. And there's a whole lot of issues with Mascot. There's a court case with the neighbouring developer. I'll have to have a look. Last I heard, they were reaching out. They were contemplating selling the whole site, demolishing it and rebuilding. There's a lot of issues with subsurface water in that entire region going down to Botany Bay. So, yeah. And this was built when we had insane amounts of foreign investment and our sector was overheating. While owners who lived in the building will continue to receive rental assistance of up to $400 a night until the June 30 next year, around 10 mum and dad investors have received no financial help at all. I mean, who's going to buy this thing? Who's going to buy it? You can't sell it. You can maybe go bankrupt. Every day that you wake up, you're not sure if it's real, but you then quickly realize that I've purchased a property that no longer exists. I've literally lost an apartment in Metro Sydney. We felt it was safe. We felt we were protected. I just would never have imagined that my apartment would just completely disappear. This was not caused by us. This was caused by the system that was in place for dodgy developers and engineers to thrive and operate. We'll have to see the outcome of the court case. Because you can see that, here's the thing, there were some maintenance issues that were evident for some time in the building. We've gone through the dilapidation report from the developer on the channel here. You can find that in the playlist. With 2 mortgages, $1 million growing debt, a single income, and creditors chasing, the future of Najafian and his family is uncertain at best. In a statement to 9 News, Fair Trading Minister Aline Pentionos failed to acknowledge their plight, instead referring to the assistance given to owner-occupiers. We hardly find any reason to smile these days. We're just waking up one day hoping that it ends as quickly as possible so we can progress. But there's no end in sight for us. I mean, there you go, guys. This is just a continuing nightmare for these people. Maybe it's just, maybe they should have just sold the whole thing. Let's have a talk about this. At least the fundamental issues in the construction sector in New South Wales are starting to be addressed. But if you're shopping around for an apartment, I would be very, very careful. Very careful, particularly from when we had that boom in apartment construction. And just talk to people. I remember when I was on the Gold Coast with my mother and we were looking at apartments, and we happened to just meet someone in front of, walking out the building, and asked him about it, and he made reference to concrete cancer. And then that would be something, if you buy into the apartment, you buy into the problems of the entire building. So you just have to be vigilant, everyone, and I feel sorry for these people. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here. There's a few ways you can help out. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon, use any of our referral links, or purchase our merch. We have pocket squares from our website. You can also contact us if you need any architectural support, guys. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next episode of HeiseSays. Hopefully, I won't be talking about Mascot Towers in another 3 years.